My name is Phil Wilkins from Roseville, California. As a kid, I grew up right down the street and always came and watched. So when I turned 16, I built a car with my friends and started racing.
Now, talk about the first time you sat behind the wheel of one of these cars. What was that experience like for you?
Well, it was fun, but not knowing what you were doing was kind of crazy. Just building the car, coming out, not knowing anything about racing, to what I do now is, tremendously different.
Well, I got to ask, it takes a certain mindset to be a racer. You have to have that almost thrill seeker, risk seeker, trait, because you were sailing that car into the corner 100 miles per hour, not knowing, are the brakes going to work this lap? Are the steering going to go? You got cars to your left and to your right. Talk about, what goes on just within your head.
Pretty much it's like clockwork. You get in a rhythm and you just start focus in front of you and knowing that you trust your competitor and that you can run inches off their door, off their bumper, or vice versa, them off your bumper, their door, Last year I had a big motor explosion coming out of 2 and went for a wild ride, and it can scare you.
Now you're back out here in this number 99 car, but practice hasn't quite gone the way you would have liked it. Why don't you tell the race fans what's happening?
We've been having some distributor issues. We practiced yesterday, lost a module. Today, waiting to go on the track, we lost a distributor. So something in there is not acting right, so we replaced it, and we're going to try to make practice 2.
As you get ready to reboot this car, get it fired up and ready to go, and get ready for the main event. We haven't had that many main events this season due to weather, but Josh Whitfield, the man who was the champion last season, he's not here. That opens up the door to this number 99 team and all the other cars. What's it going to take to get this car in victory lane?
It's going to just take concentrating, focus, making sure I hit my marks, honestly. Tim, Larry, Harry, Roy, all the Superstock drivers, they're one to beat. I mean, at any given night, it could be any of us. Whitfield, his team had that car dialed in. I wish he was still out here right now, but he's doing softball with his daughters and moved up to the late models. So he'll come back.
Well, we hope to see him, but right now it's all about you in this 99 car, but you got a pretty good crew, some sponsors. Who would you like to thank tonight?
Yeah, my crew's all my family and friends. Roy, my brother Dean, my dad Jeff, my daughters Megan, Sydney, and my wife Victoria. I mean, if it wasn't for them and Roy's better half, Eva, letting them come out and help, if it wasn't for them, the car wouldn't get together, honestly. I mean, I had my daughter, I broke a transmission the first race out. My daughter helped me put the transmission back in to come out to this race, just because it's a one-man show in the garage when everyone's at work, so I rely on my kids. I want to thank Little Racer Family Preschool, California Auto Recycling, and Four Corners Construction for everything they do for me.